A lot of things happen in a Hama'alot service in a short period of time. A lot of themes that are brought up. We try to bring in themes from the liturgy, which we've done, themes from the Torah reading, themes from the season. And speaking of the season, I want to do something a little bit briefer than I had in mind originally, as we're within a couple of weeks of the new year. Philosophers and physicists, and also regular peons like us, disagree or at least chat about whether or not in our reality time is everything or time is nothing. Because it seems like it's one or the other. It's everything because it's the force that we can't impact or stop no matter what we do. It seems immutable. It seems inevitable. It haunts us by our imagining time before us, right? Imagine the world the day before you were born is a very weird thing. We can never go back there, but the world was doing fine without us. It haunts us to think about the time after us. And so it seems like the greatest force in our life. And some people believe that time, and I know this is going to sound strange, but I'm not saying this to be silly, doesn't exist. It's a construct that the human mind has crafted in order to make sense of reality, but that doesn't mean that it's a real thing in the universe. Again, not to be silly, I think about my dog, my pet dog. He's living the same universe we're living in, but there's no sense of time. Right? Every morning he wakes up, he's not thinking about it as today versus yesterday or tomorrow. Does that mean because he's not smart enough to know what time is, or maybe because we invented time to make sense of our processing through the world? But it's not a real thing. On some level, our Jewish tradition, and particularly in a quote that I'm about to share with you by Lord Jonathan Sacks, suggests that time is powerful, is real, and we can overcome it on some level. How? Lord Jonathan Sacks of blessed memory says, forgiveness breaks the irreversibility of the past. I'll intersperse here. The past is so fixed for us because that's what it means to be the past. It happened, it can never not happen. Tshuva, our asking for it and our granting it, granting forgiveness, according to Jonathan Sacks, breaks the irreversibility of the past. It's the undoing of what has been done. It's a really powerful way of understanding what it means when we ask for forgiveness and grant it. We take something that happened and the aftermath of what happened and how it is impacting us and others, and either by the work that we've done to earn someone's forgiveness or the beneficence by granting it, we actually retroactively change the impact of that thing in the past, which means that our present tense is wildly different as a result. Repentance and forgiveness, the two great gifts of human freedom, redeem the human condition from tragedy. And I would add, in his name and inspired by his words, not only redeem the human condition from tragedy, but redeem the human condition from the immutability of time. It is a hard concept, I understand. Didn't mean to upset you, Dalia. I want to ask you very briefly, eyes open or closed, to attune your mind to one pixel of the past, one moment, one encounter that already happened, and that you are not settled with. It hurts. It worries you. It didn't end the way you wanted it to. And according to one sense of the trajectory of time, it can't be undone. It is as fixed can be. And in the Lord Jonathan Sacks' understanding of time, that moment has not yet ripened. it is not all that it could be. You have the power in asking or granting forgiveness to change that past and thus enhance and enrich your future. If you walk out of this room with the confidence and the will to change just one moment that you've already lived through, so that the moments you're about to live through are sweeter, it will have been a productive tefillah.